What's up guys, Cardhog here, and today I'm here with another Digimon deck profile. Sorry for the delay in the uploads for BT-12. I was really busy with getting married and moving and whatnot, so I haven't had time, but all of that is finished now, so I have time to make deck profiles, even though EX4 is coming out, or has came out already in Hong Kong. So I'll be doing those deck profiles side by side, I guess. But yeah, let's just get over with this deck profile first, because this deck, I playtested with this deck the most, and it's one of the most comfortable deck I've been using in this current format. So let's get right into the deck profile. For the Tamers, we're running 4 of the Yokomons, mainly because for this deck you actually want your stuff to get deleted, so you can pile up your trash, so that you can use your Tamers effect a bit easier. Level 6s, we are running 1, 2, 3, 4 of the new EmperorGreymons. I'm debating if I want to switch from 4 to 3 and then bump the other one to 3 as well, so that we're running 3-3. But 4 is good. The security check is pretty helpful, and he is just a good beater early on in the game. Yeah. So on evolution, you can pop something 6k or less, and if you have a red Tamer in its source, you can pop something with this card's DP or less instead. And on deletion, you can play a Takuya for free from your hand or trash. So it helps you set up for another stack. Very good. As I mentioned before, running 2 of the old EmperorGreymon from BT-12 or EmperorGreymon, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I also have COVID, so if my voice sounds a little bit weird today, that's why. That's also why I'm stuck at home for these past few days. Alright. So old EmperorGreymon, not much else to say. I'm already running this because it has Blitz, so if you need to have that extra attack, you still can. So it's still pretty good for that. Level 5s, we're going to be running 3 of the new Altamon. It helps you, actors from hand, you can digivolve into your Takuya into this card by playing a Aldamon, no sorry, not Aldamon, Burning Greymon or a Agunimon from your trash under this card's source. So it's kind of similar to how the Tamer Takuya works with the EmperorGreymons. Yeah. So on deletion, you can retrieve a Takuya back to your hand, so not bad. It doesn't have an Inherit Source skill though, so we're not running this at 4. Instead, we're running the old Aldamon from BT-12. This one gives you the jamming for security effects, auction cards. And he's a cheap evolution on top of your Takuyas, because if you have a Tamer in source, you can digivolve into this card for 1 memory, so it's kind of better for that. Next, for the level 4s, running 4 of the new Agunimon. You can digivolve. Its alternate evolution cost is to digivolve on top of Burning Greymon for 1, and you can digivolve on top of Takuya as level 3 for 2. And yeah, on deletion, you can play a Flamon for free in rest or suspended. So it's pretty good. Next, we're running 2 more of the Agunimons from BT-4. Mainly, we just want to have 6 Agunimons so that we can have fuel for your Aldamon. If you don't want these, you can take these out. You can run anything else you want instead. I just kind of like the symmetry in the build, just because I am running 4 of the new Burning Greymon. Similar to the Agunimon, you can digivolve on top of Agunimon for 1, and then on top of Takuya for 2, and then on evolution, this card gets 2,000 power, so it becomes an 8k, which is not bad. You can stack up its power pretty easily if you have Takuya in your source. So I quite like this Burning Greymon. We're also running the old Burning Greymon, so you can digivolve in this Takuya for on top of any Tamer for 2. any red Tamer for 2, and you can Digivolve any level 4 for 1, or on top of level 3 for 3, which you will probably not do, or try not to do. But this also gives you a little bit of removal, so you can pop, if you have Hybrid Spirit or a Tamer or Takuya in your source, you can pop something 4K or less, so it's pretty good. Level 3s, let's move these apart. Level 3s, we're running 4 of the Flamon from BT-7, helps you search top 4 for a Hybrid Spirit or a Susanomon or a Takuya. And you put the rest at the bottom. And it's a enhanced course lets you play a Takuya for free. So pretty good overall. Next we're running the BT-4, 3 of the BT-4 Flamons. We're running 3 because it doesn't have an inherit skill, and this deck already has a lot of search, so we don't really need that many searches, but it's nice to have this as a filler slot. So you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and you can grab a Hybrid Spirit and a Red Tamer. So this one helps you grab 2 cards, but you can only look at the top 3, and this one helps you grab 1 card, but you can look at the top 4. So it kind of depends on what you need at that time, I guess. If you don't have any Tamers, you might want to, or if you want to just thin your deck out, you can just use this. If you need something specific, you might want to go for your BT-7 Flamon. Next, we're also running 3 of the Flamon from BT-12, so you can ditch a Hybrid Spirit to draw 2. This card is really good because it has a hybrid inherit scale to give you plus 2k, and the draw 2 is nice because it helps you thin your deck out, but actually ditching is the best part because you can ditch stuff that you don't need, or you can ditch good inherit source skills into the trash so that you can use it later for your Takuya's warp Digivolve effect. So really nice addition to the deck. Last but not least, we're running 2 of the BT-6 Flamon. So this one helps you give piercing to your Hybrid Spirit or 10 Warriors cards. There are still some blockers in this deck, so I think, or not in this deck, in the meta right now, so having blocker is nice. Or if you want to beat over some of your opponent's Digimon but also deal damage to your opponent itself, then this is a nice card to have. I think a lot of decks aren't running this, but I think you should run at least 1 or 2 of these, just in case you need it. Because if you can, obviously if you want to go aggro and just beat your opponent's security down, that's fine, but if your opponent has a threatening Digimon on the board, you want to get rid of that as well. So this one helps you solve both of those problems. Last, for the level 3s, running 2 of the Pokemons. So look at the top 5, you can grab a 10 Warriors or a Hybrid Spirit. So you can grab a Hybrid Spirit, and a Tamer. So it's really good because it helps you grab both, and you can look at top 5. A downside is it's a white card, so it's not really able to Digivolve into anything afterwards, but you can use this to crash, or you can save it for its second ability, which is if your Tamer Digivolves, then you can get plus 2 memory back. So it's pretty good. If you want to run the Nemon, you can take out the Agunimons if you want. Let's see. Yeah, you can take these out if you want them for Nemons. Nemons are pretty good. You can play a Tamer for free. Most of the time you'll be playing the 4-cost Staccato, just so you can get your memory setter, and then you can also, it's really value, but yeah, I kind of like the Agunimons more. But it really depends on your own playstyle. Alright, next for the, sorry, if you guys don't know which card I'm talking about, sorry, I'm all over the place today. I'm talking about this Nemon. There's only one Nemon, I think, but yeah. So its effect is on play, I'll talk about it anyway. On play, you can play a Tamer with an inherit effect for free, and then on either player's turn, when a Digimon with a Tamer source is deleted, you can play a Tamer from your trash for free. So it's mainly used for its first effect, but the second effect, if you can keep this alive, you can also use it as well. But as I mentioned before, if you don't want the Greymons, you can play the Digimon instead. But kind of testing around. I think it's because when I was playing around with the Digimons, I just didn't use them enough because I could cheese those Takados out pretty easily just by slamming them against my opponent's security and then dying, and I just play a bunch of Takados with the inherit skills. But you know, yeah, it's okay. Alright, so for the Tamers, running 4 of the BT-7 Takados, sorry, Takuyas. Inherent skills, it just gives you plus 2,000 power, and if you're 10k or above, you get plus 1 security, which is why I really like this with the EmperorGreymon, because it just gives you a 2 security check Digimon just by having this. So on evolution, you get 2 from him, you get 2 from itself, it's 10k already. Next we have the Takado, Takuya from BT-12. It gets plus 2k, and if you're 10k or more, when you do any checks, security checks, you get plus 2 memory back. So really, really good card. Helps you extend your plays, and it's a memory setter, so both is good. Last but not least, we're running 3 of the Atomic Inferno, I think it's called. Just helps you gives you more aggro, and plus 3k is nice because it helps you make your Digimon a little bit more tanky, so it doesn't die in security. So yeah, overall, I think that's it for this deck. It's really, really fun deck to play, and you know, it's just hard to get over because there's still some more Greymon decks out there that can kill Tamers, but these cards are pretty safe against all other decks that don't have Tamer removal, which is, so as long as you have a few of these on the board, you're pretty safe because you can just Digivolve on top of these at a later time. And all your level 4s can Digivolve into on top of Tamer, so you can go hybrid for game anytime you want. It's really nice. Yeah, so overall, the deck did get a lot stronger with BT-12, and you're not reliant on the EmperorGreymon engine anymore. That combo is good, but it requires really, really specific pieces. In this deck, you don't really need that specific pieces. You just need to have a Tamer or anything. You just need to have a stack. Just push it out, attack, slam into your opponent's security. If it dies, it's fine. If it doesn't die, you can just keep it on the board and have it for next turn. Or your opponent's going to have a final way to deal with it, but that's fine. Because if your stuff gets deleted, you can just go back into your... you just play your Tamer back. If it gets Digivolve, it's fine, because then you still keep your Tamer, because if it's de-Digivolved into a Tamer, then they can't delete it with the effect afterward. If they de-Digivolve it up to a point where it does get deleted, like this, for example, that's fine as well, because you'll be able to play a Flamemon for free, which is nice as well. So yeah, overall, deck is really consistent, really fun to play, and yeah, I wish Digimon was as good as this. Alright, anyway, that's pretty much it for this deck profile, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to support the channel, feel free to use the affiliate links down below. I'll try to post once a day while I'm in quarantine, because I have COVID, so I have to do quarantine here. But yeah, I'll try to do it once per day. This is Karataku. Oh, also BT or EX4 opening might be delayed because I can't go outside. So I'm asking my shop to ship it directly to my home. I'm not sure how long it'll take. Hopefully it'll arrive on Friday. If not, then you guys will see on Saturday, I think. Alright, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. This is Karataku, and I'll see you guys next time.